Shoppers here in the United States are simply gone. We are now seeing stores are almost empty, and these are at prime shopping times. We are seeing some malls are struggling. The businesses are closing down. Landlords are telling us that yes, there is a shift coming. Now, I want to break this down, explain what's happening, because you are probably part of the reason for this. I know I am as well. We are shopping more online. Our shopping tendencies have changed. We are not shopping at our local malls anymore. We're not shopping at the local, thrift stores and things like that. We're going online to Amazon, eBay, TikTok Shop, Temu. We're going to these different websites to get products cheaper. That's the shift that we are seeing. Now, I want to explain what's going on and how this is going to impact millions of people, because as shoppers shift their focus from in-store to online, this also means all the employees that work at those businesses will eventually be let go. I want to break down what's going on. I'm going to do that in just a moment, but all I ask is one thing. It takes 2 seconds. Go ahead, hit that like button if you enjoy these daily updates. And now let's begin. So yes, this is turning into a real threat. Just look at this. I'm going to show you this. It says Macy's and Kohl's announced nationwide store closures. Now, I'm not going to get into the locations of these stores. Yes, it does matter, but for this specific video in this instance, it doesn't really matter, because Macy's and Kohl's have already said that they're going to shut down underperforming locations. We've seen this with Macy's, Kohl's, we've seen it with Big Lots, we've seen it with Walgreens, Rite Aid, right? The list goes on and on. There are so many stores out there that are saying that they are changing because their underperforming stores are actually costing them too much money. Well, here's what you need to know. Macy's, okay, just to give you an idea, they are planning on closing over 60 stores. Look at this. It says Macy's plans on closing 60 stores. It says Macy's said it plans to close about 150 underproductive stores in total over a 3-year period. However, it says the New York-based Macy's will be closing 66 stores across nearly 24 states as part of its bold new chapter, and this is going to begin soon. According to reports, Macy's is potentially going to close, I believe, 50 locations in the next couple of months. Well, as far as Kohl's is going to close, look at this, 30 stores before April. Yeah, it's technically 27 underperforming locations by April 2025. This is what we are seeing, okay? And you look at this story right here. This one just came out yesterday. It says Starbucks corporate layoffs are looming in March, according to the CEO. It says Starbucks has faced lagging sales and hired a new CEO last year. Well, he's going to lay off employees. That's what we're going to see. We're going to see a change. But guess what? We are seeing these changes happen simply because there's changes happening to the consumer side, because of consumers changing the way that their finances are, everything, right? It's making a huge impact. Now, I want to read something to you. I was talking to a friend of mine. Here are some of the bullet points I wrote down. He was talking about tariffs. And are we going to see tariffs on February 1st? Well, there's a very high likelihood that the Trump administration is going to impose tariffs on countries like China, Canada, even Mexico. What I can tell you is that the additional 10% tariff on China might not actually happen. But the ones on Mexico and Canada possibly will, simply because there's still people attempting to get into the United States, and President Trump wants to ensure that gets stopped, that gets cut off. So instead of people buying from places here in the US, right, because of products becoming a little bit more expensive, they're going to try to find a roundabout way to save a little bit of money, which means they're going to shop on places like TikTok Shop, Temu, right? Even Amazon, eBay, right? That's what's going to happen. Well, here's what I can tell you. Americans have already seen their spending power decrease. Yes, we've seen income increase over the past year, obviously because of inflation, right? The cost of living, it's gone up a little bit. But it actually hasn't gone up as high as inflation, which is currently at 2.9%, which experts believe it's going to increase to 3 to 3.1% next month. So we'll wait and see for that. But again, these tariffs, the threat of tariffs are what cause a lot of people to purchase items early. They purchase items in October, November, right? A little bit in December, even though they may not need these items till February, March, April, May, June, right? I bought stuff for a pool. Okay? Me personally, I bought stuff for my pool here at the house early. I bought it back in November and December because I was a little bit concerned that, well, we could see prices increase over the next few months. So I'm just going to buy it now, get it out of the way, not have to worry about an increased cost. That's for me personally. Okay? But guess what? I didn't buy it from the local pool store. No. I wasn't going to pay almost double for the exact same thing that I could buy off of Amazon, right? For about half price. Yeah. Exact same thing, half price on Amazon. Okay? And if I want to, I can return it by January 31st. Because that's the return policy Amazon has. Great. Perfect. Right? That's what I did. But here's the thing. These stores, Kohl's, Macy's, right? Local pool stores, right? Local tile stores, tile and flooring. They're struggling. They're struggling because the American people are now realizing that we do not need to go and buy something from a local store. We can buy it online, save money. Yeah, it hurts the local economy, but at the end of the day, for many people, they're not worried about the whole local economy. They're worried about their wallet, their bank account, making sure that they have food that they can put on the table at the end of the day, making sure they can pay for utilities and the roof over their head. That's what people are concerned with. So again, I bring this up because we are seeing a shift where the American people are now more concerned about themselves, right, than anyone else. This includes people from another country like Ukraine, from Israel, right, from Mexico, from Canada. The American people are now realizing that, yeah, we've contributed a lot to other countries over the past several years. Now we're trying to take that power back and put the money back in our pockets. So we're going to see what happens. But here's the thing that I can tell you. Everybody's going to feel the effects of this, right? As businesses close, because consumers are shifting their focus to more online retailers, right, to save money. Again, why do you shop at TikTok Shop or Temu? Right? Why would I go and get a pump for a car, right, a tire pump, when I can buy it on Amazon for, $50? I can get it on TikTok Shop for like $8.99. Right? That's the thought process going on in people's heads. And let me know your thoughts on this as well. Okay, let me ask you this. When was the last time that you bought something because of the price? Whether it's on TikTok Shop, whether it's on Temu, Shine, right? It doesn't matter what it is. When was the last time you bought something online because it was cheaper rather than buying it local or even on Amazon itself? Let me know down in the comment section below. Because my guess is there's a lot of stuff people are buying, they don't even realize it. Mentally, it's because it is cheaper. Not because it's a better product, has better customer service, but because it is cheaper. That is it. So, as we get more information as to how consumers are changing, how this could potentially impact all of us due to closures of stores and potentially layoffs, I promise I'll bring you all the latest news and updates as soon as we get it. So again, thank you guys for watching. Consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys on the next one.